the cheesiest and crispiest mozzarella sticks, just like your local favorite takeout, and we are going to make them at home, and they take really no time at all, and they're really, really easy, and I'm thrilled to share it with you. We are revisiting an old classic. We are updating it to make it better and more delicious, and we're just revisiting it because I don't know about you, but I can always go for mozzarella sticks, okay? There's never a time where I don't want to go for mozzarella sticks. It really is a really easy recipe. You don't need a whole lot, but I'm going to walk you through not only the ingredients, but the crucial parts of this recipe. Starting off with your dredging station. This is a very classic dredging station. You go with flour, eggs, and a little bit of milk, but you could also just use a little bit of eggs and a splash of water. And then you need your coating, which is just plain breadcrumbs, Italian seasoning, onion, and garlic. And then you're gonna season all three components, not too heavily because you're working with cheese. And as you know, cheese is obviously very salty as is, and the mozzarella that you use is really important. Now, you know me, I would prefer a nice, fresh, soft, ooey, delicious mozz any day of the week. However, for mozzarella sticks, you want to go with like a block of pasteurized mozzarella. Oh, I forgot that was underneath. Like this, because it's dry packed, it's not sitting in liquid, which means it's not going to basically fall apart. You want to cut these relatively small, not too big, because the bigger you cut them, the harder they're going to be to cook evenly. So this is what you're looking for, about 1/2 inch all the way around, and we call them bastoncini, like little, what do you call them? Like little sticks, basically. That's it, and they're really easy. Err on the side of caution and make them smaller than you think, because some people would make them like this thick, thinking, oh, this is so exciting. But the problem is when you make them that thick, you'll get the outside really nice and crispy, but the inside won't be ooey gooey. So just not too thick, not too thin. 1/2 inch all around is, like I said, the perfect thickness and the perfect size. And I'm just going to continue cutting a few more, and then we are going to go on to the dredging station and the next step. Once you've got your mozz, you're going to get your eggs and milk whisked together, basically just getting all of your dredging station seasoned and combined. So you've got your flour with your salt and pepper. This is really important, so don't skip it, only because if you do, then you're not going to give that mozzarella stick the proper coating, and it will fall apart and be a disastrous mess. Let me see if I can get this a little bit easier for you to see. You're going to take your mozz into the flour, roll it around to make sure it's well coated on all sides. Add it to your egg mixture. And then I'm just going to bring it closer. And then right into your breadcrumbs. Get that packed on there, like so. Now, if you wanted to, you can double dip these. I don't find it necessary because we are going to flash freeze these for about 30 minutes. So I don't find it totally necessary, but if you wanted to ensure that your mozz won't leak everywhere and become a mess, you can always double dip, and that's totally fine. You just have like a thicker coating. But like I said, I'm not going to do that because I don't need to, because you'll see when these firm up a bit and then you cook them, they just turn out to be perfect. But really pack on that breading with your hands. These are all ready. I'm going to pop them into the freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes, right in that window. It'll be perfect. And then we're going to fry them up and obviously eat them up. My mozzarella sticks were in the freezer for 45 minutes. I've got some extra light olive oil here, up to temperature. You want that to be really nice and hot. I like it right around 385. Too hot, and then the outside will burn before the inside gets a chance to even warm up. But too cold, and the mozzarella sticks will literally the mozzarella will melt. The breading won't color. So you just have to make sure you find your sweet spot. They will take literally a couple of seconds. Maybe about a minute or so on each side, and they'll be ready. So I've got a paper towel here waiting for me with a plate with paper towels, and then we drain. While the last batch goes in, I'm gonna go ahead and give one of these a try. I let these two burst a little bit because I left them in there a little bit too long. But look at this, ready? They're hot, but look. See? That's what you want. Oh, it's so good. Huh. Now, they'll come for me, but I'm a ketchup girl for these. I don't know why. Much prefer ketchup over marinara sauce, but I will have both on the table to serve. You have to make these. They're so easy and so simple. I think you really enjoy them. LarryInTheKitchen.com for the full written recipe. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.